What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another movie review. Today we're going to be talking about Transformers: Rise of the Beasts. Oh, and this movie really felt like when I would watch Transformers cartoons on a Saturday morning when I was a kid, you know, and they had like the old style truck that Optimus is. He wasn't like the semi from the Michael Bay films. Obviously, Bumblebee is my favorite character yet again from these movies. He's just great, you know, his little one-liners that he gets, what aren't lines, they're actually lines from movies and radios, from his radio projecting it. So like, I've always liked Bumblebee as a character. I thought Anthony Ramos was really good. The relationship between his brother and Mirage, Pete Davidson. This might be my favorite project with Pete Davidson in it. He's not really my favorite human being. Sometimes I don't like to look at his face, which, you know, some people probably think about me. So, you know, maybe you can understand that statement. But I think overall, Pete Davidson as Mirage was actually pretty great, you know, just not having to see him, but see him as a robot and hear his funny lines and shit. Like, I thought he was great, and, you know, how they first steal the car and then Mirage puts like the decoys up and you can see Anthony Ramos like flipping off the cops. Like, there were certain parts that were really funny. The soundtrack in this movie is by far one of the best soundtracks I've seen in a Transformers movie. It was set in the 90s, so it had great 90s music, you know, Biggie in the post-credit scene, you know, like, if you're gonna put Biggie anywhere in your movie, you know, I'm happy, you know, like, Biggie's just a legend. But overall, I gave this movie 4 out of 5 stars. Go check out my official review on Letterboxd. My link will be down in the description below. But as far as my ranking them throughout all of my Transformer movies, I don't know. Do I like this one better than Michael Bay? I don't know. I think it definitely feels much more Transformer, the animated TV show, when I was a kid, where I was also a kid when Michael Bay's movies were coming out. So when I saw Shia LaBeouf, I was always a fan of Shia. When Shia was with Megan Fox on this, you know, Camaro, you know, it wasn't necessarily the, you know, Transformers from the comics or from the animated TV shows. It was like just this new take on it, and he had this gorgeous semi truck and this nice Camaro and this gorgeous girl that was a mechanic, you know, like, I really bought that story, and I really liked Megan Fox. Thought she was gorgeous, you know, and having her with Shia was dope. And then by the second one, I still liked Revenge of the Fallen, but by the third one, where Megan Fox wasn't there, then I was like lost, you know. So the third one, you know, is still a decent movie. They go to the moon, that fucking guy Sentinel, you know, but they just kind of kept, you know, feeding that money bag. They were like, oh, okay, the first one's made money, let's just keep making these movies, and then just, you know, try to get money bags from the franchise as much as possible. You know, it is what it is. But the first one, you know, Michael Bay's movies also had like Tyrese, Josh Duhamel. I really liked their characters, like the military, where this one didn't really have, you know, those movies felt like more 60-40 people versus Transformers. Like, you saw a lot more of the human characters. Like, you saw a lot more Sam going, Bumblebee! Optimus! You know, like, he was always screaming something. Where this one's like, Anthony Ramos is you know, he gets a suit, and then he's a full, like, Iron Man Transformer, you know, like, that was cool. But it was also like less people, right? You had Anthony Ramos, you had the brother, you had that whole family there, that was cool. But you had the one black girl that was with her, Elena, right? Like, them together was great, like, but it was probably like 80% Transformers, 20% people, which, you know, for a Transformers movie, I think gave you what you wanted. You know, people want to see Transformers. If you're a Transformers fan, you don't want to see the people necessarily. So I think it was overall a good film. 4 out of 5 stars, 8 out of 10. It is what it is. You know, maybe it would be a 7 out of 10 or something for me. I just still think it was, visuals were pretty good. The music was great. The casting was pretty good. The Transformers looked great. There was a couple parts where they transformed and all of a sudden they were just running, and I was like, that didn't look that great. Where Michael Bay did have a few shots where the truck would be transforming and you could see rubble and things exploding, and, you know, like, there was a couple real good parts in those Michael Bay films, action-wise, where, like, you'd see Optimus transform. This guy's, like, Specifically, I'm thinking about the guy from the first one. He's like got roller skates for feet. He's like wheels are his feet. He's like skating, and then he busts through a bus, and the bus explodes. And then he like tackles Optimus off a bridge, and Optimus like stabs his face. Like there was certain things like that this movie didn't have, like the slow-mo, dope action shots, the heads on the ground, and Optimus puts the knife back, and he's like, Autobots, roll that, you know, like. They didn't have any of those cheesy but also good lines from Michael Bay films, but I don't know. I think I'll get more used to it. I did like the Bumblebee film. Maybe that just has to do with Haley Steinfeld, but I don't know. I guess we'll see where they go in the next one, considering G.I. Joes are in the post-credit scene. Anthony Ramos is going to be a G.I. Joe. They're going to maybe bring back Cena, I heard. I don't know why they wouldn't. He looks like more G.I. Joe than anybody on the planet, probably. But comment below, what were your thoughts on Transformers Rise of the Beast? Overall, I think I enjoyed it, but go check out my last Comically Boston talking about all of my favorite Marvel TV shows and which one was my favorite, ranking them from best to worst of the live-action Marvel TV shows. So go check that one out. And check out my video breaking down the Loki trailer. That is exciting stuff. I'm so excited for October. Can't wait for Loki Season 2. But comment below, what movie are you looking forward to the most coming out soon? And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.